What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Another episode today. We're getting some trucking here with American Truck Sim. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday, everybody. So I did some modifications to my truck. I'm calling it the White Knight. The Knight in Shining Armor. So it's pretty much just the Peterbilt 389. It's the modded version, and I changed the transmission on that one. Is the 10-speed transmission. It's no longer the. I'm sorry. It's the 18-speed. Before it was the 10-speed, and I don't know why I picked the 10-speed, but I found out that there was the 18-speed Ian Fuller transmission, so I chose that one, and I think we should be fine. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work. I took it up for a quick test drive, and it looks phenomenal, and we're gonna stick with it. Probably do a couple of jobs in Wyoming, and we'll go from there. So without any further ado, we're gonna get to. I mean, the truck just looks fantastic. Seriously, the truck looks beautiful. I love it. It's all white. It's got chrome wheels on it. The whole thing just is a nice touch of chrome and paint job. Just a really, really nice looking job with this truck. I love it. It's probably like my favorite truck in this game to date. So we're in Wyoming right now. We'll drive around, see if we can get some jobs going. And what do we have here? We have the home store. We got Farmer's Barn not too far from us. We have Charged down the highway that we can check out as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing started up and running. We got a half a tank here. We're gonna go down to Charged. We're gonna make a right here and go down to Charged. Should be okay on that front. Okay. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and we were talking about how there are so many Teslas now everywhere you drive. I mean, you guaranteed to see at least like 2 or 3 on the same while you're driving out there. So they're taking over, man. I don't know why the shifter didn't register. Yeah, I have to wait until it shifts, I guess. I was just like pressing the gas a little bit too early, and it was like, don't do that. But yeah, a lot of my neighbors now, so I think what happened was that a lot of my neighbors, they had put in an order for a Tesla like a year ago or something, and they're just now getting it, because we all know that Tesla's on time. So I mean, me and my buddy, we were like talking, and I told him, like, honestly, I'm not gonna get an electric car like anytime soon. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I was just reading an article the other day about the state of California. The state of California right now, they're having a solar panel crisis on their hand. It's so funny because I feel like the my truck's horn sounds like the train horn that's passing by. No, I was supposed to turn around. The entrance is on the back end. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have household appliances and we have home accessories. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, and this is the ProMods Canada version that we got going on over here. So, alright, let's see. 1,200 miles. No, thank you. Let's check out household appliances here. We have a nice single, I mean, we can do an insulated triple. It's not really be, you know, a big deal. Or a dry van triple. I mean, again, it's not really going to be anything that can get ruined. Yeah, we have the horsepower. We're fine. Worst case scenario. Yeah, household appliances is not a big deal. I really wanna stay in Wyoming today, so. And I really wanna drive. I really wanna go to a junkyard and see if I can find myself like a nice, like a Cadillac car seat or something, because they're so comfortable. Give myself like a Cadillac, or even like a Chevrolet Suburban or a Tahoe, like one of them old car seats.
Drive safe.
Like driver seats, because they have the armrest.
Okay, let's find a new route. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Woman, I am getting out of the place. There's nowhere else for me to go. I don't know why I keep rerouting. I'm still
left.
inside of the parking lot. Woman.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
So yeah, like I just want to go to the junkyard and see if I can find myself like a Chevrolet Tahoe, you know, driver's seat or something. Because I know that they're a lot more comfortable than what I'm sitting on right now. But again, you know, I've had this seat for, it's gonna be 3 years now. Coming up in maybe like October or something. Like maybe like 3 years is when I build this thing. So you know, it's definitely taking its toll. I mean, you know, I used to do 6-hour streams back in 2020. Oof, that was rough. My back would start hurting for sure. No, not in this one.
Keep left and then turn left.
Not this left. Yeah, this is the one that's gonna be.
Turn left.
I love the sound of the engine. The only thing is, like my ears are gonna pop. I'm trying to figure out a way to lower the sound of the engine a little bit, just a little bit. I don't like the fact that when I'm trying to merge onto the highway, like coming out of the exit, traffic doesn't switch over. You know, like in real life, if you're driving and a truck is merging onto the highway, you have the car, say for example that's on the right lane, it would switch over to the middle lane or something. So that way it's not in your way. In the game, they don't care. I mean, you get out there, they're like, screw you, we're not gonna switch for you.
Get ready to turn left.
So that's why the AI ends up standing there waiting for the traffic to finish up before he can before the AI can merge onto the traffic. We're hauling triplets right now. Household appliances in Wyoming. Wyoming. It's like one of the corniest jokes you can ever say right now. Nothing more satisfying than driving stick. I'll tell you that right now. Nothing more satisfying than driving stick.
Go straight on.
You're in charge of the speed. You're in charge of your gears. It's the definition of enjoying a drive. Going out for a drive and just shifting the gears yourself. Nothing beats it. Nothing. I had a Volkswagen. Had a Volkswagen Golf when I was in college. For some of my college years, and the transmission went out at one point. There was something wrong with it, and I had to get it replaced. And I had the option of going from a automatic transmission to a manual transmission, and I didn't do it, and I regret it till this day. And it was the same price. Maybe paying a little bit extra for the clutch, but
go straight on.
I had the option, man. I had the option to get a manual transmission in my tiny 2-door Golf with a 2.0 naturally aspirated engine. Oh, that car made like 145 horsepower for sure. But it's so tiny, that amount of power is lightweight. I'm gonna let you pass because you're in the ambulance. I don't want to get stuck behind me. And so it's one of those stories that, like every time you remember something that you did when you were younger and it annoys you, you get pissed off every time you remember it. That's one of those stories. Because every time I remember it, and I'm like, why didn't I get the manual transmission in that car? It would have been so much more fun. Because my friends when they saw me in that car for the first time, like, wow, you got a nice car, it's a new car, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And the first question that comes out of their mouth is it stick? Is it manual? And I'll be like, no, it's automatic. And, you know, just having the opportunity or having the option of going manual, and I didn't do it. Can't believe I didn't do it. I can't believe I didn't do it.
Keep right.
But that was a fun car. To me, that was a very fun car because I drove the hell out of that thing. It was so much fun, and I did so much work on it. You know, this is like, there was no CarPlay back then. During my years in college, I did not have Apple CarPlay. I had like the stock AM/FM radio and all that stuff, and so I ended up buying Black Friday, and I remember, like, it's in my Amazon history for sure. I had the Kenwood, I believe it was a Kenwood. It was a Kenwood 6.1 inch double din, navigation and everything. So it had a navigation system in it. It had AM/FM radio. It had an SD card reader, CD player, Bluetooth. It had a remote control that I still have. I haven't lost it, by the way. I still have it. And I bought a Pioneer amplifier, and I bought a dual 15-inch, I believe, subwoofer that I put in my trunk. Let me tell you, that car was a lot of fun because I remember going to 6th Ave. If you're my age, you're gonna remember 6th Ave. So 6th Ave was like a beefed up Radio Shack that had like a car center that you can go in there, and it was like Best Buy before Best Buy, pretty much. Not really, but at a smaller scale. So you could go in there, and you can do, you know, you just book an appointment. So I bought the stuff from them. I bought the wiring and everything, and then I made the appointment with them, and then I went and I had them do all the stuff for the car. And I remember going home. So it was, you know, around Thanksgiving or whatever. So it was during, like, you know, winter time. You know, like late fall, early winter. And I remember it was cold, so I turned on the heater, and the heater's not working. There was no heat coming out. And when I dropped the car off, the car had heat. But after the installation was complete, there's no heat. So I had to bring it back to them, and then they had to fix it. And they had to get the heat going on for them. So, good times, man. That was a good time.
Keep right.
That car was fun.
And then turn right.
And I got a cold air intake for it, and I remember the pipe that we had
Turn right.
was too long. We had to cut it so we can put our so I can put my K&N filter in there. So did that. Changed the headlights. Changed the front grille. Changed the front bumper. Changed the taillights. Got new rims. What else? I did a lot of work on that car. I spent a lot of money on that car. That car was fun. That was my fun car. That car, I can say that I had a good time in that car. And then, you know, I'm a big guy, so I'm like 6'3", so I can't be in a small car like that anymore. So now I'm looking at an SUV. You know, that's how you know you've grown up a little bit. But I did see the new Nissan Z, and that's, if you know me and if you've watched any of my streams at any point in time, I always talk about my Nissan Z, always. Well, it's not really mine. I don't have one. but my favorite car of all time is the Nissan 300ZX. Especially the 1996 model twin turbo, the 2+2. So you have 2 seats in the front, and then you have 2 seats in the back. So it was called the Nissan 300ZX 2+2 because there are 2 seats in the front and then 2 seats in the back. The 2 seats in the back are so small, like you can barely fit. You can probably fit a kid in there, but not an adult for sure. And it came in a Corvette. I mean, not a Corvette, in a convertible. It came in coupe and a roadster. And so that's my favorite car of all time. So then now Nissan made the Nissan Z, which is coming out now. And it comes in with, they all come with the same engine. So it's the same 400 horsepower engine that you will find in the Infiniti Q50 Sport, or Red Sport, I guess, and then the Infiniti Q60 Sport, which is the coupe. And there are 3 trims. There is the, I guess, like the Sport. There's the Performance, and then there's the. Well, I'm gonna get like brain farts all of a sudden. Like I should know what it's called. My favorite car. But anyway, so yeah, it starts at like, I think 40,000, and then the one that I want to get is the 50,000, which is the performance package, because it has the rev match and all that stuff. And a lot of the reviewers that have reviewed that car, they were talking about how it's definitely worth the extra to go for the performance package, because you're getting bigger brakes, getting rev matching, and all that fun stuff. So now that's a car that I would definitely like sit in, even though it might not be comfortable. But for like long distance or like a daily commute, I'm really looking at an SUV. I'm really looking for an SUV. I'm not even gonna try to pretend that I'm not looking for an SUV. I am seriously considering an SUV because I need one. I can't. I've never owned an SUV. My family has SUVs. I think we have like 4 SUVs in the family. But I've never owned one myself, so it's just more comfortable. I remember when I have a Q50. I have an Infiniti Q50, and I remember one time when I went to the dealership to do an oil change and just maintenance stuff. They gave me an Infiniti Q60 or QX60, which is the SUV. And that was back in 2019 is when I got my Infiniti. And I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, this car, this SUV is legit. Like, this is something, because it was so comfortable. I went as far as calling my dealership and asking them if there is any way that I can swap out my driver's seat and getting that seat in my car. And, they really did their best not to laugh, because it was a ridiculous question, and I'm with them on that. But they did say that even if they can't do it, the seat won't fit in the car. It's just not made for that car, so it won't be able to fit. So I was a little bit disappointed, but the car is just so nice. Like, just the SUVs in general, it's just, you get a better line of visibility that you're not getting with your sedan. And so, when you're driving for long distance, or you're driving, I live in New Jersey now, so I'm calling it the everywhere is 40-minute drive state, because everywhere you go, it's so congested after 2020.
Exit right.
A lot of people moved in Jersey from New York and such. And so places that would normally take you, 20 minutes or so, now are taking you 40 minutes.
And then turn right.
And it's a stop and go traffic, and it's just awful. So I would rather do that in a comfortable SUV than sitting in my sedan and getting like, you know, back pains from that. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I am looking for an SUV though.
Keep right and then turn right.
And then I started looking at the F-150 because I just, you know, I can't make up my own mind.
Turn right.
Not the Lightning. Again, I'm not gonna get an electric car right now. There's no way. The infrastructure is not there to support everybody and their mother going for electric. It's just not gonna happen. You know, Elon Musk came out and said that himself, that it's just not. There's no way that they're gonna be able to do that. There's no grid on
Go straight
planet
on
Earth
and then turn right.
that will be able to sustain everybody driving an electric
Turn
car.
right.
The technology is not there yet to have an electric vehicle as your daily driver, and we still use coal to supply electricity to these charging stations. So it's not, you know, it's not sustainable. All right, where are we going? Oh, is we back there? So for me right now, I'm still gonna go with you know, gas. Back in 2019 when life was good and gas was so cheap, I was really considering going for the biggest SUV that I can find. Come on, baby. All right, there we go. Let's go and switch cams real quick. Take a look here at what we're doing. Not a bad job, honestly. It's like a very nice and straight on. All between the lines. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright, let's go ahead and drop them. Very nice. 230 miles, $14,000. Actually, not bad. $31,000. Look at that for the proficiency as well. Let's see if they have any jobs here that we can probably like drive back. No, I don't want to go back down south. Let's see starter contracts here real quick. Right, empty pallets. What's up with the empty pallets? Why are we doing this? All right, that's fine. We can just do empty pallets here. 135 miles. We are good to go. I like that music, you know, it's like back in the 80s. Love it.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. What? Did I just turn off my truck? All right. Turn on the electricity. There we go. We're almost at half a tank here, so we should be fine. I was driving the other day. I was driving in Euro Truck Sim, and it said I had a half a tank. I had a little bit over a quarter of a tank left, and then literally like 2 minutes later, I was out of gas. And I was very dumbfounded by it because I remember exactly looking at my fuel gauge and it said it had a quarter of a tank left. But, you know, it is what it is. So now I'm like traumatized. Now I'm like keeping an eye on my fuel gauge all the time. All right, let's go ahead and it's not the cleanest
Ready
job.
to roll.
We are ready to go, baby. And I'm using the Momo steering mod, which makes you turn extra turns unnecessarily. Wow. Talk about a tight turn.
Ready to turn left. Turn left. Go straight on.
I do like the sound of the engine, though. The sound of the engine is very good, actually. I do like it.
And then turn left. Turn left.
So I have something that's coming in the mail in the next couple of days, and I'm really excited about it. So hopefully we'll do an unboxing this week and get to show you guys what I got. But I think my main thing is that I really want to go to a junkyard and just check out if they have a decent seat that's not too expensive. But, you know, everything is so expensive now. It's like, I don't know. But I think it'd be pretty cool, though, if I was to get like a Chevrolet Tahoe or a GMC Suburban or even a Cadillac, you know, driver's seat with the armrest. I think that'd be pretty dope. I would love that. And then I mentioned on the previous stream is that I wanted to lower down the, I wanted to maybe like reposition and get a longer rod and connect it to my shifter. So the head would maybe you know, be up here, but the actual shifter box would be on the bottom like a, you know, like a normal car would be, you know. The one thing that I like about doing external contracts on either American Truck or Euro Truck is that it kind of keeps you under the speed limit. So if it's like 65 or 75 or whatever, you have to abide by it. But sometimes, you know, if I really am in a hurry and I want to get to where I need to go to, I can't really go any faster because you're under that strict speed limit that does not make you go any faster. So that's the only thing, that's my only gripe with this. Other than that, I really don't mind doing external contract. I think it's pretty cool. I use truck books or truck book, and it's pretty dope. I like it. It's not bad. But then the other thing that really bothers me is that, for example, right now the speed limit on the highway is 80 miles per hour, but it's still limiting me to 65 miles per hour. That's what I don't like. That's why I'm going to put on my cruise control, let the truck drive itself, and then we can just like chit chat for a little bit here. Man, I trimmed my beard today and I look like a completely different person. I don't like the way it looks. I'm not a big fan of this look, so I'm gonna have to let it grow again a little bit. I'm not a big fan of that at all. No, we'll see. We shall see. I gotta tell you, you just need to like rent a convertible. I don't care what convertible, rent a convertible. Go down to the west. You know, like right now we're in Wyoming, right? They have some beautiful roads in Wyoming. Arkansas, Montana, Minnesota. They have some really beautiful roads. That if it's during the summertime, you take your convertible, top down, play some country music, and then just jam and drive. Literally, that's it. Just jam and drive. J&D. Jam and drive. I remember when I went to Florida last year. I had my. I got lucky. I had a red Mustang GT convertible. That was fun because every opportunity I got, the top was coming down. I really had to slow down a lot here before I hit that Mustang in front of me, which ironically is a red Mustang convertible that we were just talking about. That was fun. I hate when they really break so hard in this game that for you've just lost all your momentum and you have to just redo it all over again. It's kind of obnoxious at this point, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I hope you guys have been doing great. I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream. I really do appreciate it. If you are having a good time watching this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so that way you don't miss any of the new videos that I either record or stream on this channel. I really do appreciate it, you guys. It's been fun. I enjoy doing this. You know what it is? Like, I try to stream as much as I can, and I try to upload as much as I can, but literally just life gets in the way, and you just can't. Like, you just run out of time because you have things going on you got to take care of. And so but I do appreciate it, though. We passed, well, we're almost at 720 subs right now on YouTube, and that's freaking awesome because, you know, I started the year, I don't know, like at 400 subs or something, and it's been slowly increasing, and I'm so appreciative of all the support. So you guys have been fantastic. So YouTube family, I really, really appreciate it, you guys. You guys have been killing it out there, you know, with all of your support and likes and comments, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Really has been. So, you know, I really try. I try to stream as much as I can, and if I'm not traveling or I'm not invited to like 3,000 weddings, because you got to remember now, you know, which is another topic, is that people that were trying to get married back in 2020 and then, you know, the whole spiel went down, all these venues now are catching up. So there are weddings that have taken place, like the actual ceremony, you know, but some people are having their venues now. They're actually having their reception. Not people I know, but I'm just saying in general. So now, and people that are trying to get married this year. So you have weddings from 2020 that didn't take place and are taking place now. And then you have people that are getting married originally this year. So the amount of weddings that, you know, I've already been to maybe 2 weddings this year, or 3 weddings already this year. And I still have 2 more. I have one at the end of the month, and I have another one in the beginning of August. And I think I'm going to have another one not too long after that. So it's just, it's insane. Like, you know, so there goes your weekend. So that's why I don't stream as much, because literally life. That's all I'm going to say. Life happens.
Keep right and then exit right. left. Keep left. and
Beautiful
then
turn. I
left.
just hit that turn. That was sick. I can't wait. You know, adulting is hard. You know why? Because I had a dream that I fixed my attic fan. That's what adulting is when you have a dream that you've gotten work done around the house. Insane.
Turn left.
Oh, left here?
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
All right.
Finally, we are here.
Why did you say it like that? All right. Where do you want it, buddy? Straight down? Okay. That's easy enough. Let's take a look here real quick. Not bad. 2 for 2 in the parking job. Yeah, look at that. Let's just put our hazards on just because we can. All right, let's go ahead and drop them. All right, let's see what they have here. Let's go up to Gillette. That's fine. Nuts. I want some of these nuts. Another triplets. And I'm not doing triplets again. I want to actually park it this time. Let's see. Insulated. Yeah, we'll do UPS. I like UPS. They're good peeps. They're good peeps. We'll do UPS. All right, where is it? On this side, I think. All right, so I'm gonna have to turn around now because it's like literally, it's like right there. All right, let's just switch cams real quick here.
Let's do this.
All right, there we go.
Turn right.
144 miles to go.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Alright, this time what I'm going to try to do is that I'm not going to try to speed up leading into the merger. I'm going to slow down. Let's look at our cameras.
Keep left.
Or mirrors at this time. There you go. Speaking of cameras, did you guys see the new Hyundai Ioniq 6, I believe? It's going to be coming out next year. It looks like a Porsche Taycan or something. It looks pretty sick, actually. I like it. But again, it's electric, so I really can't really, you know, not really feeling it. But it does look pretty good, though, I'll tell you that. It looks pretty good. So they have the, instead of the side mirrors, they have side cameras. So, you know, it's still the same structure as this, or whatever, you know. But instead of having, like, the actual mirror, it's just a camera. So it's a tiny camera. And then at the inside of the car, near where the door meets the body, they have like a, you know, like where my tablet is, that's your mirror or camera. So you get to see what the camera is seeing in there. And then they have the same thing on the passenger side. So you have two monitors next to the body where the door closes, or on the inside, and it's pretty much the monitors that display what the cameras are looking at. I don't know why they just couldn't put just mirrors, like, but it's more because it's the drag coefficient. So it has like the least drag coefficient in any car that's been produced, and they're bragging about that, obviously. So I mean, good for them, but at the same time, it's just, you know, yeah, whatever, you know. But it does look pretty good, though. I mean, I'll give them credit where credit is due. It does look pretty good. So, you know, but again, it's electric. So again, you know, electric cars really can't, you know, it's not going to be, you know, the infrastructure is not there yet. Technology is not there. That's why a lot of people still haven't gotten an electric car, because of range anxiety, you know. I was reading an article, and I think I mentioned this before at one of my earlier streams, previous streams actually, where the first person that purchased the F-150 Lightning, he talked about range anxiety, and he talked about his experience. He lives in Michigan, and he talked about his experience taking the F-150 Lightning, the electric vehicle or truck, and he took his family and they went camping with the truck, but he had trouble finding charging stations within like a 60-mile radius of where they were staying at, and he didn't have, like, he had to figure out a way to charge his truck because they were running out of juice. So, like, you know, it's not as convenient as people make it seem to be. Not only that, but also the fact that the technology is not there where recycling batteries is available. Like I was saying earlier in the stream today, you know, reading an article about California, and they're having trouble now figuring out what to do with the solar panels that were installed 20 or 25 years ago, because, you know, they pushed for solar energy in the state of California with big tax incentives and what have you. And a lot of people signed up because it was a great opportunity. You know, you're environmentally friendly and all that stuff, which is great. I'm getting solar installed in my house because also of the tax incentive, and also to save a lot of money on car insurance. I'm just kidding, no, money on my electricity bill. And so they were talking in California that they're having trouble now because a lot of people that have had solar for 20 years or 25 years, you know, their efficiency decreases every year. So they're not as efficient once you install them. And now people that are replacing their solar panels, they don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to recycle them because they have, according to the article, again, I'm not an engineer, I'm not an expert on this, so don't quote me on this, but according to the article, there are a lot of toxic material in each solar panel, chemicals and whatnot. And so if it was to spill onto the land, onto the soil where it's laying, it might be harmful to water consumption, because if there's a water source next to it or whatnot, it might contaminate it with this toxic solution or this toxic material. So we don't know how to recycle batteries. We don't have the infrastructure or the proper grid support to be able to maintain the charging capability for people that are going to have, you know, for all these charging stations. You know, it needs to be in a perfect environment. Like if you have a house and if you have solar panel and you're charging your car at home, or if you work at home and you don't drive that much, then in that case I would say, yeah, they're perfectly fine, you know, whatever.
Get ready
but
to turn left.
At the same time, you know, we don't have the proper capability to properly recycle solar panels. What are we going to do with these batteries?
Turn left.
We don't know. We're not there yet. I don't know what they're going to do with it. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered about this. A lot of questions. I think in a perfect world, everybody would have an electric car. Because why not? You know, it's zero. I mean, yeah, the factories that manufacture them are using coal and whatnot to manufacture them, and sourcing the material is not the most energy, you know, environmentally friendly thing. But at the same time, you know, you're not producing any gas or anything like that
Keep right
while driving, which is great.
Right.
So there's a lot of questions that need to be answered about this. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But as of right now, I love my, you know, combustion engine. I love pressing
Keep
on the
right
gas and
then
hearing my
right.
engine roar. Nothing will ever replace that. And I don't want to have autonomous driving. I want to be able to drive my own car. I don't want AI to drive it for me. We're not doing iRobot here. No way. Thank you. Not happening, buddy. I would like to drive my own vehicle. Again, we don't have technology. It's still in progress, so maybe in a couple, maybe like in 10, 15 years. We'll see. A lot of questions, a lot of answers that we're looking for. If you've watched this far, and thank you for watching, obviously, let me know, leave a comment. Let me know what electric car you would get and why. That's it.
Keep left and
So
then turn left.
when this video goes on YouTube, if you're watching this far,
Turn left.
let me know in the comments what electric car you would buy and why. So also for those of you watching on Twitch, make sure you guys check out the YouTube channel, GT. There's more videos on there.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I want to drive the Freightliner Cascadia, the new one. It's so nice, though. It's such a nice car.
Get ready to turn
Nice
left.
truck. It's a nice truck.
Turn left. It's all over now.
All right, where do you want it, buddy? I think I know exactly where he wants it. Alright, let's fix ourselves here. Straighten ourselves out real quick. That's a little bit too much. This is really not my best parking job. Like, I'm actually very disgusted with it right now. I'm actually very disgusted with myself right now. All right. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. It took a lot longer than I anticipated, but not bad. Not bad at all. It's gonna drop. Let's check out the trucks here real quick. So there is the Freightliner Cascadia. I actually love this truck, and it's like my second or third favorite truck in this game. I love the way it looks. I love the technology behind it. I love the way that it's all about energy and all that stuff. Put a smile on my face. And I love the dash. Look at that. It's so dope. It's so quiet. Like the sound. That. Got the American Eagle there with the American flag. It looks so dope. Love it. And it's got the eco-friendly gas-saving hubcap cover here for the rims. It's just a beautiful truck. Everything just makes sense about this. I love the way it looks. Like a souped-up truck. I love it. I love it. But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys so much for jumping on the stream today, and I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to check out the YouTube channel, SimSimGT, on YouTube. There are a lot of other videos out there on the channel that you can watch. But make sure you guys subscribe and like the channel so that way you don't miss any videos. But I do appreciate you guys on Twitch here. Thank you so much for jumping on the stream with me. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Take care, everybody. SimSim is out. Peace.